Ski Television is presented by Columbia Sportswear. Columbia Sportswear, gear for the greater outdoors. Also sponsored by SportingLife.ca, your lifestyle store.
Well, we just arrived here at Panorama Mountain Village, and there's a rail jam going on tonight, and it's pretty exciting atmosphere. I can't wait to check this place out.
Panorama has 2,847 acres of terrain, ranging from wide-open fall-line cruisers to powder-filled tree lines and the steep and deep exhilaration of Taten Bowl. Boasting one of the highest vertical drops in North America at over 4,000 feet, Panorama is perfect for most skiers, with 75% of the runs suitable for beginners and intermediates. For the adventurous, Taten Bowl offers over 700 acres of inbound black diamond skiing. Great place to find powder stashes days after a dump. Panorama is truly a skier's mountain.
Well, this is my first time here at Panorama, and a great way to learn your way around is to ski with a mountain friend.
Our Mountain Friend program is to help our visitors find out and discover Panorama. We take them all over the mountain, different levels in your ability. Today we have two girls from Australia who we started with a group of blue-green skiers, and these two girls were a little less experienced on the terrain, so we broke them aside, and we're just getting them accustomed to the green runs that we have here at Panorama. I've been a mountain friend for about 8 years now, and meeting people and teaching them our hill. Don't meet anybody that's anything but fabulous people come to Panorama from all over the world.
One of the great things about the Mountain Friends program is that it is complimentary. The program goes out twice a day. But if you're into something more in-depth, ski improvement-wise, you might want to hook up with a ski school. Next, we're going to ski with a good friend of mine, Jason Simpson. Hey Jason, long time no see.
How are you, man?
Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome to Panorama.
Thanks, man. What do you have in store for us today?
Well, the sun is out, so I think we should get our butts up on the mountain.
Let's go.
All right, let's roll. I think the first thing people notice when they come to Panorama will be the sheer variety of terrain. There's great beginner terrain down at the bottom, moving to big, long groomers up high, and then when you go into Taten Bowl, you have absolute expert terrain. So we have everything for everybody. Yes, there's tons to do here, whether you're skiing or not. Like in the evenings, for instance, we get tobogganing every night. There's night skiing. The kids can go to a bonfire. Mom and Dad can actually head up top to the summit hut and go to fondue. So there's always something going on at Panorama these days. Panorama is an excellent place to bring your family. Again, within Snow School, the variety of programming we're bringing in there, we're really focusing on the beginners and the young kids. All of our programs run full day, so the kids get to maximize the terrain. The lunch is included, and it's amazing. And so Mom and Dad can be in Snow School at the same time as the kids, so it's a great blend. Our focus is definitely around beginner programs and trying to really go after that because it's such a family resort. Also, I spend a lot of time training my staff and trying to bring them up, increase their level of skiing and their ability to teach so that it benefits the public. So it's an incredible challenge, and I'm loving every minute of it. And on top of that, it's brand new ownership and new energy. It's locally owned now. All of the whole ownership group have a vested interest in this area. They live here, they ski here, and they want it to be the best. They want it to be a reflection of who they are. And with that kind of combination, success is almost guaranteed. One of the other things we're really trying to do is cater to the locals, and I think that there's a niche for the young kids that want to be involved in skiing, but not necessarily competitively. So we've brought on 3 new programs that we call the Young Guns, the Panorama Posse, and the Purcell Riders. And these are ski and snowboard programs designed for kids that really want to try everything. They'll get a little bit of racing, they'll get to try the rails, they'll ski off-piste, and do it all in a non-competitive environment. So that's something we're really going after this year, to get the locals back to the mountains.
Once the sun goes down, there's still lots to do here at Panorama Mountain Village. If you've seen any images from Panorama, you more than likely have seen these. Outdoor hot pools, located slopeside at the Springs. The beauty of this place is you don't have to be staying at the Springs to have access to the pools. You can be staying at any lodging on the mountain.
Coming up, Panorama has something for everyone.
The base of Panorama is made up of 2 parts, an upper and a lower village. They are conveniently connected by a people mover, the village gondola, which operates morning till late. Panorama Mountain Village boasts a variety of accommodation options and offers some of the best slopeside lodging found anywhere. It is one of those places you can come and stay for a week, park your car, and never have to use it again during your stay. Everything is conveniently close by. One of the many activities available to visitors to Panorama is RK heli-skiing. Located right beside the village, solid intermediate and expert skiers and snowboarders can sign up for a day of powder excitement with their experienced guides. RK Heli also offers multi-day, elite, and custom packages, as well as heli sightseeing, and is an adventure in Panorama not to be missed. If it's a more serene experience you're looking for, why not head over to the Grey Wolf Nordic Center? A world-class mountain golf course in the summertime, Grey Wolf dons a coat of white in the winter and offers its visitors a more tranquil and peaceful adventure.
The Grey Wolf Nordic Center is a great place to be in the winter. There's 20 kilometers of classic skiing and 4 kilometers of skate skiing. So if you're a cross-country ski fan, this is the place. There's also 4 kilometers of snowshoeing trails. It's a great alternative to downhill skiing and just one of the many things to do that's fun at Panorama Mountain Village.
As well as there being a wide variety of things to do in the village, there's also a lot of terrain up here on Panorama Mountain to check out. And here to show me around today is Drew, Jasmine, and Ken. What do you have in store for us, Drew?
Steve, I think with the way the sun's coming out, we should drop into tight spots right now.
All right, let's check it out.
The skiing here at Panorama has to be the most. This mountain is just so versatile. It's got to offer for everybody, families. It's got mogul runs, it's got tree runs, it's got great cruiser runs, it's got Taten Bowl that has to be discovered.
Taten Bowl is an entity onto its own. It offers big country skiing back there. There's lots of vertical, major varieties, a lot of different pitches. You've got options of wide open terrain, very steep sections. You've got treed areas as well. So something for everyone that is at the advanced level in skiing and snowboarding.
Oh, my favorite place to ski on the mountain. I think it's all over. Some days it's cruisers, some days it's trees, some days it's a combination.
We had the opportunity to ski on the summit this afternoon. The sun came up out of the clouds for a little while. We've got some light snow falling right now. But working through tight spots, tree time off the summit, and down into a beautiful bladed area called Highway. One of my favorite runs on the mountain. Yeah, I think that the positive vibe that we're seeing around the village is due in a large part to the new ownership group that's moved into Panorama Mountain Village. And the really exciting thing and inspiring thing is that these owners are also locals themselves.
I think the new changes coming on at Panorama are really exciting for us and for the whole community together, all the staff, everybody that lives here. You know, Invermere on the Lake now is a ski town, and it's integrated right in with the mountain, and you know, you get that really strong local feeling, and people feel welcome when they come here. So, you know, we're really excited about that.
Well, Ken, this is a fabulous spot.
We got places like this all over the mountain. We've got the Alcoin Cabin and the Mile 1, and of course up here at the Summit Hut where we are, and you can stay here at the end of the day and do a fondue and have a great lunch here, and of course maybe sometimes at the end of the day before last run a little schnapps before we head down. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Warren Scholdice. I'm 27 years old. I've been a member of the aerials team for 9 years now. I used to be a gymnast, and well, when I quit gymnastics, I decided I wanted to apply my flips and twists to the slopes. Come on! It's pretty much the most awesome sport ever. You know, you got guys going off the jump at 65 kilometers an hour, 50 feet in the air, doing you know, 3 flips with up to 4 twists. I pretty much think it's awesome, so that's why I like to do it. Probably the hardest thing about aerials is the whole mental side of things. That you know, it's tough for the fans to see, but you know, definitely it's, you know, you hear people saying that sport is 90% mental, and you know, it's very true with this. It's always a mental battle up there with fear or doubt or, you know, whatever it might be. But yeah, that's one side of the sport that you know, you don't get to see as much. Representing Canada at the past 2 Olympics has been amazing. And also my podium at World Championships in 2009 was also pretty special because I came off a horrible crash 5 weeks earlier, and that was my first time jumping. So to come back and podium at Worlds was definitely up there. The most influential people in my life, obviously my parents and my family, that goes without saying. But the other person is definitely my coach, Dennis. You know, he's been coaching me longer than I've been on the World Cup team for, so we've probably been working together for 12 years. And I probably wouldn't be here without him. He's helped me through a lot of tough times, and we've had a lot of you know, great times together as well. But you know, I kind of started this journey with him, and you know, it looks like we're probably going to finish it together as well.
Still to come, new owners and exciting times ahead for Panorama. Now, it's time for this week's web poll. How can the FIS make Alpine World Cup racing safer? A, by improving course safety netting and barriers. B, imposing speed limits. C, improving helmet technology. Or D, fostering better coaching and racing skills. Log on to snowsportsculture.com today and take the poll.
As we mentioned a few times earlier in the show, there's been a change of ownership here at Panorama, and this afternoon I got an opportunity to ski with Rick Jensen, the new president and CEO of Panorama. Rick, are you glad we got you out of the office today?
I sure am. A day like this on a mountain like this, who could ask for anything better? I think the first thing that a visitor would notice when they came to Panorama now versus previously was the staff culture.
Hey guys, how's it going? Having a good day?
All of our staff, all 500 of our staff, have really embraced the new culture of elevating guest experience, the friendliness, the helpfulness. It's their mandate, and they take so much pride in it now. Other changes, we've made changes to some of our food and beverage venues. We have certainly elevated the quality and the timeliness and the value of food and beverage. We're working on the lodging component to bring that up to the next stage. Mountain development, we're well on our way there. We have 3 real strong opportunities for growth, revenue growth and skier visit growth, and that is the race training. We're really expanding our race training preseason component and during the season. Our destination travelers, we want to grow that market, but we also want to grow our local market to really make Panorama Invermere Ski Hill that involve the local, create a pride of belonging to the whole valley. That this is our mountain, and we're going to grow it and display it to the world.
Well, we're really excited about the new initiatives that have come out with Panorama and Invermere working very, very closely together now, both in summer and winter, but with the shuttle bus connecting the town and the mountain together, it's just been absolutely fantastic. People in the community are really taking, I think, a pride in feeling like Invermere on the Lake now is really a ski town. We've got some great restaurants and shops and galleries, and it's really a quaint little town.
We're really excited with the new ownership group and some of the changes that have been made at the mountain, at Panorama Mountain Village. And we're excited to really have people know that Invermere in the Columbia Valley is a winter destination and that we have a lot of other activities. We're known for the golfing in the summer and the lake, but now our lake's getting used in the winter, and we're starting to really embrace skiers and become known as a ski town and a place to come in the winter.
And of course, we're in the center of the Powder Highway region here in the Kootenay Rockies, really easily accessed through Calgary, and now with the new airport in Cranbrook, and easier to get to. All the resorts on the Powder Highway are really well linked. There's tons of skiing, and we're very proud to be part of the Powder Highway.
We have created a very solid goal of making us the best family-focused mountain resort in Canada, and we want to do that within the next 5 years. That involves programming for kids, for adults, for families, both in the wintertime, summertime, and in the shoulder seasons. We're looking at, well, previously the lift closed at 4 and the Great Hull closed at 5 and there was nothing to do. Now our lifts close at 9 in the evening and the Great Hull is open. There's a variety of food venues for families and lots of activities for kids so that they go to bed tired. We're going to grow that part of the business an awful lot.
The shuttle bus that takes visitors from Panorama to town for shopping and dining does double duty. It also brings guests staying in town and locals up to the mountain to enjoy the many things that the new Panorama has to offer, including night skiing 7 nights a week on the 1 mile quad.
The face of Panorama will change dramatically over the next 10 years. Such an exciting challenge that we have ahead of us.
Coming up after the break, we're going to talk a little science in your skiing. Stick around.
Ski Tips with Josh Foster. Sponsored by Columbia Sportswear. Gear for the greater outdoors.
You know, there's a lot of forces in a ski turn, and if I'm well balanced, you know, those forces, I'm going to feel those through my outside foot, or the foot that's on the downhill side of the turn. You know, you got gravity that you're dealing with, you got centripetal force, you got centrifugal force, vectors, tangents, all of that sort of stuff. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm no scientist, so I can't help you with that. But what I can tell you is what it should look like and what it feels like. So come on with me for a bit of a ski and we'll play around with some physics here. So depending on the snow conditions, a bit of powder today, if it's steeper, you're going fast, those forces load up that outside ski and it can overpower the inside half. So have a look here, especially at the end of each turn. There's where my ribs and my uphill hip, they come apart. That helps me deal with all those forces, gives me a strong inside half of my body. So what happens when the downhill side of your body overpowers the uphill side? You know, you see a lot of skiers, especially in the steep terrain, maybe even some powder snow, some bumps, where they've got this bit of a bank sort of look here. Well, those are the forces coming through your downhill foot, overpowering the inside half. What we need to do is strengthen this inside half of our body to help resist those forces. So here's a little trick for you. Feel almost like your ribs come away from your hip, just like this, especially at the end of the turn. Let's go practice a few. Here we go. All right, that is some beautiful snow. So there you go, guys. What you want to try to do is have a strong inside half of your body. It'll feel like a little bit of tension on the uphill side. What it looks like is the downhill side is a little shorter than this uphill side, and that'll keep you balanced, help you deal with those forces in the ski turn. From beautiful Big White Ski Resort, Canada's favorite family resort just outside of Kelowna, British Columbia, I'm Josh. We'll see you next time.
Panorama has a long history of ski racing, and part of it can be found here in the Bavin Glass Cabin. The Glass Cabin is a unique studio in the heart of the village where guests can make their own beads and jewelry. But look closely at the walls and you can see some racing photos, including a few of the early days of the Crazy Canucks. Nice hair, Ken.
Well, folks, as you can see, there's no shortage of fun things for the family to do here at Panorama Mountain Village, but that's all the time we have for this week. Till next time, I'm Steve Young. Have a great day skiing.
Ski Television has been brought to you by Volet, for sport, for life. Head, skis, boots, and bindings. And by S Magazine, on newsstands at Shoppers Drug Mart locations across Canada.